YNW Melly's co-defendant
What's
denies a
going on?
16-plea-year deal prison
Welcome to the
sentencing.
blog. You already know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop these videos. All right. We're going to switch the topic up today, y'all, because I want to talk about this whole YNW Melly situation. So we all know that he been sitting for like 7-8 years, basically fighting this case of allegedly killing two of his friends. Now, he's getting ready they getting ready to restart the whole trial over, and he has a co-defendant by the name of YNW Bortland. So basically, they trying to put deals out on the table, and people, they not taking the deals, right? So I'm gonna read this little report on his co-defendant, and then we're gonna get into it. This is crazy. I don't even know how I would feel about this. Because if I'm sitting for 18 years and then they offer me a plea deal, But hey, if I'm innocent, I ain't do nothing. But let's get into it. So basically, YNW Melly's co-defendant, YNW Bortland, refuses to take a 16-year plea deal, and he will now be waiting for trial. He's currently facing five life sentences plus 70 years if he's convicted. Woo! Woo! He was recently offered a plea deal in connection to the 2018 double murder case involving fellow YNW member, basically YNW Melly. And two of the guys got killed, and the prosecutors proposed dropping 2 counts of first-degree murder, and Bortland agreed to plead no contest to 6 lesser charges, including accessory after the fact, witness tampering, conspiracy, and gang-related offenses. The deal would carry a sentence of 16 years and 3 months to be served currently, and he basically would get the credit of he's sitting there now. So he's refusing this. Now, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. The whole story is crazy. Okay, so let's take it back to the story so let me fresh our memory. So this is all allegedly though. So basically, this dude was a driver. YNW Melly was in the passenger side. And allegedly it wasn't allegedly, the 2 guys got killed in the back. They trying to say basically YNW Melly did it. Now, what the information that the prosecutors, whatever, is gathering, that YNW Melly allegedly shot these 2 guys. The driver dropped him off at some location, and then he drove to the hospital and said it was a drive-by. This is what he's claiming. Now, the thing is, if neither one of these 2 is ratting, YNW Melly and the other dude, yo can basically probably beat his case because it's no witness. This is you still gotta prove within a reasonable doubt that I had something to do with this. Like, I know it sounds far-fetched. It's if he got slick enough attorneys and they can talk, whether he got something to do with it or not. If his attorneys are slick enough to talk that shit, Shorty can walk that shit. But then it's like this, right? It's a double standard to this, right? Because he already been sitting for 8 years. They trying to give him another 8 on top of that. He'll probably do another 5 on top of that 8. But if he takes a plea deal, he might gotta testify against YNW Melly. You see what I'm saying? So are you gonna stay solid in this situation, or are you gonna fight it? So think about it. Think about it. He could say, yo, and I know that's probably in the plea deal. He gotta testify. Nah, we ain't do nothing. They ain't had nothing to do with me. Like, it was a drive-by. Now, we got cameras. We all know types of stuff. If they got substantial evidence that this man is lying, he is cooked. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, if they got something on the table, the way as though, but it's like, it ain't gonna be nothing on the table the way as though you don't gotta testify. They going on, you taking a plea deal, you're saying you're guilty, that means YNW Melly is guilty. I don't know if their attorneys is touching bases. I know they not talking to each other because they codees. It's a tricky situation, bro. 75 years, bro. Over you doing another 8 on a 8? What would y'all do? I couldn't even tell you what I'd do if I was in that situation. I had to really be there to see what happened. Like, I had to be the driver. Like, if we was in on it, if we was both in on this, allegedly, I'm gonna have to fight it, bro. Cause if you ain't saying nothing, then bro, we fighting it, bro. We both innocent. Now, if Slim ain't had nothing to do with it and he was just a liability, he was there, I'm gonna take that plea deal. I'm gonna just be like, yo, I don't know what the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's taking a stand, I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. That's like, but my freedom is worth more than you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what I be saying when people want to throw these narratives and these street politics. If you not in that situation, bro, you can't speak on something. Cause I'm back and forth with it. I'm just like, yo, I gotta be in that situation. I gotta really physically know the truth on what happened. Was I in that car? Was I in on it? Can we make it look like it was a drive-by? And if I can't, it's a dot. I want to hear what y'all got to say about that, because everybody's saying he cooked. Now they saying they don't got that much they don't got that much dirt on YNW Melly, but you still sitting in there. So if they both got something that's going on with their attorneys and they didn't linked up and they say neither one of y'all take the plea deal, we fighting and we can get y'all out, I'm sitting. Point blank period. If my attorney, they sit there, they come in and say whoop de whoop off of what the state got, whatever the prosecutors, the DA, all the motherfuckers, the judge, whatever the fuck they got, I'm taking the plea, bro. But if I gotta testify against you, I'm not taking the plea. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it. Now, when I was listening to the recording of the audio footage, it didn't say that he had to take a plea. But the thing is, if he takes a plea, that make YNW Melly look bad when he go back for his trial, because your friend that was a driver took a plea to be an accessory to murder. Now, it could be a flip on YNW Melly's team, like, yeah, my client had nothing to do with it, and he tried to set those guys up, and he felt like he was trying to set him up, and he got out the car in fear. I don't know. Attorneys, they flip shit around. They got money and all that shit. So I can't sit there and say exactly what the argument is going to be. But him not taking that plea, definitely helping YNW Melly out. I can tell you that right now. Because it's, nah, nigga, we ain't had nothing to do with that, bro. Niggas really shot at us, bro. They shot at me and my bro, and my peoples in the back got hit. You know what I'm saying? I dropped, but it just looked crazy because why wasn't YNW Melly with you in the car when you dropped these two people off? That's the part that make it look fucked up. Now, you, if you gonna snake it all the way. You got these niggas set up. You supposed to stay in the car. Like, I don't know. It just looked hot, the fact that he dropped them off somewhere and he didn't stay in the car. If that's your people's, your homeboys, they just got murdered, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's either you do two things. You drive to the hospital, or you call the police. When I got shot when I was 19. You know what I'm saying? And we was on a block or whatever. I ain't gonna sit there and tell the whole story or whatever the case may be. But it was some fishy shit that was going on. I got shot because it was, some shit I was dealing with, and one of my boys got shot. We didn't set each other up. We all drove to the hospital together. Like, we drove. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got shot right here in my chest. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna die, so I smoked a cigarette. I pulled a day after day. Yeah, I smoked the Queen Latifah shit. I smoked a cigarette and shit. But besides the point, you just look suspect as fuck. You just not being there after these niggas just got killed. I don't know if they were still fighting for their life. I don't know if they died on the spot. I don't really remember the whole thing, but I just know the origin of it. They was all in the car, and they tried to say it was a drive-by. YNW Melly got dropped off. The other nigga drove to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so I don't know. But I ain't gonna go too much off in the rant. I just want to hear what y'all got to say about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and I'm out.